the 12th dimensional structure within the matrix, all of those, what we would call heaven and the void and places with crystal palaces, cities made of gems, are all explained in the Yoga Sutras as a false construct within the matrix. The projected image from Polaris through a geometry makes the screen of the realm. And then within the realm, many different geometries are created to then create, whatever kind of matrix that they want within the realm. So it's like a simulation within a simulation within a simulation within a simulation. One of the ways that you will be able to tell if you're in the real void is there's nothing there. There's no God speaking to you. And you should start by practicing like lucid dreaming. When you're dreaming, see if you can notice where you are. And if you feel like you're in a room, if you feel like there's like walls within the room, that somehow it's within a room or a structure, then you're in a fake void, okay? The real void of the absolute, there's nothing there, okay? And that's where we all come from. Do understand that we are in a simulacrum, a simulation, a copy of a galactic civilization, and many galactic civilizations kind of all lumped together here. And I do believe that we are actually in a simulation that was then put into that simulation. So yes, we're in a double simulation. But once you realize that, it might be quite disturbing, going, what is the purpose of this and how do we reorient ourselves? We may have come back to collect our soul parts, our missing pieces that are here, and kind of delete all of our memories that are here and collapse this whole thing. So there are many things to realize about this simulation. I actually do think that this is a hell realm, and this is Yaldabaoth's realm. And then other parasites and another AI simulation was created within this original Yaldabaoth, or what would be called the Severed One's realm. But the point of being here is really to dismantle, to collapse this entire matrix and to figure it out. Sometimes astrology, and particularly the asteroids, if there's any reading that I would like you to do, it'd be your natal chart first and then your asteroids. Because if you can figure out what your asteroids are, you can also kind of realize what is already lined up for you in a very specific way, including the country, the street name, the name of the bar that you met your partner in. It's so exact that that's how I also know that we're in a simulation. I do believe this whole thing is like truly like a known computer algorithm in which you are receiving certain archetypes that may not have been your personal karmic experience, except that you will live that out, planet or the realm or whatever you want to call this terrarium that we're in. Depending on how well you know your astrology, you can relieve some of the horrors. And this is hell, so I haven't let go of the fact that hell is this realm, Yaldabaoth's realm, but it's only hell if you don't think that you can get out and there's no alternative, okay? But if you reframe and reorient your time here as dismantling everything, of taking out all the hacks, of all the chimeric interventions that have happened to us, that dismantling, and then getting your full soul embodied, and then getting that soul completely out of it, It might be that this whole realm is like a soul retrieval, like you're reclaiming yourself. I don't want to be tuned to any of these frequencies. I have my own frequency. If you think about this as a game of dismantling and reclaiming whatever soul parts got fragmented here, and then getting the heck out of here and collapsing this whole demonic matrix, you will start to see the purpose. The purpose is to understand that you can also practically intercede in the very heavy archonic planets that we have in the solar system. That's how precise this is. Only a simulated reality could be that precise, that exact. I don't want to be tuned to anything that's already calculated, that's already some numeric, which I'm not interested in. It's your natal chart and your asteroids. The way to help people to reorient when they find out that everything that we've ever been told is a lie and a hack, okay? Everything. The best way to keep a prisoner from escaping is to make sure she never knows she's in prison. Well, here's the thing, folks. Why not have fun figuring out the mechanics of this realm? That's what I do all the time. All I do is try and figure out the mechanics. So from astrology, those are the mechanics of the matrix. Absolutely. Best avoid the archonic hell and reincarnation loop that goes on here. I've always described this matrix as a dependency matrix. So when I used to meet a lot with the galactic shaman astrologers, it was clear it's a mind control matrix. But what is that mind control about? It's about your dependency, okay? Your dependency on some Messiah coming, your dependency on being tuned in a certain frequency so that your knee works and you can get up off of that table and walk again. But to me, that's all dependency, and that is how we get hacked here, is that why can't I resonate my own frequency? Why can't I get up off of that table and resonate my own frequency? So that's my approach to reorienting myself, is I'm certainly not waiting for a Messiah to come. I certainly have been all to those, Galactic Federation ships are all here for us. Well, that's been going on since the 80s. In fact, that's been going on forever, okay, as these alleged light beings who are actually part of the simulation keeping us hostages here, waiting forever for it, like, oh, we're going to meet our star family. Look, I went down that road, and part of reorienting yourself is to admit where you've been complicit in the false light agenda and to admit that you made a mistake. I've made a lot of mistakes, but that's what this realm is. Listen carefully again. This is about dismantling. It's about collapsing this matrix. If you want to stay in prison here, yeah, just keep going. We are being experimented upon, and we basically have to dismantle every experiment that has ever happened to us and reclaim and get our soul back from this realm and get the hell out. Get the hell out of hell. Okay, that's what I do believe that we are doing here. Look, how do you reorient yourself? If you're in deep grief or apathy about being here, reorient yourself that you came here to get your soul completed, get all of the fragmented parts of yourself, and get out of here. Get out of here. Do not reincarnate here again and collapse this whole thing. That is what you're doing here. So see it as a game. Like, if you're like, oh my gosh, Christ was never crucified and he wasn't born on December 25th. I don't know what to tell you, folks. I have known that for ages, okay? These are just weird archetypes, and all of it is written to keep you in dependency. It's a dependency matrix that somehow the Messiah is going to come. Everything's going to get better. Look, what this realm is it is a simulation, and your job is to figure out how to get out. With a lot of compassion, you might be here doing a massive soul retrieval. Trust yourself that you're here to get your soul the heck out of this realm, and the fun of it is to dismantle everything. What if you were your own tuning fork? What if you were your own frequency? What if you were not a note in the musical scale that even exists, because that's how rare, unique, and amazing you are. Well, I really believe that this is coming in the consciousness of all of us super fast. We're doing a great job. You can be the shining being that you are without anything from this realm. You don't need the mantras. You don't need the music even. You don't need any of it. And so it's really, for me, it's a fabulous journey of getting rid of everything, and then I'll exit. It's like my favorite button is the delete button. Have a beautiful day.